knew I was not gonna publish on Amazon. I did not self-publish on Amazon. So my book has finally arrived. It is here and I am going to show you guys firsthand. I have not opened the box yet. So this is gonna be my first time, my first reaction. I guess an unboxing of my book. How amazing is that? My first ever like unboxing video, and it is my book. Oh. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for my books to get here because of COVID. It's been delayed. Some things with my illustrator made it delayed, and oh my God, this is beautiful. Oh my God. Wow. I am in awe. Oh my God, this is perfect. I am so blown away. Wow. I mean, it is everything. Oh my God, like my book. This is the back, about me, the front, my first ever but not last book. Oh my God, this is so amazing. I'm so happy I get to finally ship them out to people. This is so great. All right, thank you guys for being here on my unboxing of my very first book. Like, I don't even have the words right now. Like, I'm just so in awe. I'm so excited. So you guys, well, I'm sure people will, well, maybe they'll just be getting their books by the time I post this, but like, oh, this is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So happy. Okay, so I'm tired, but these are the last few I have to send out. So let's get into the story about how I even started writing a book, how I published my book, how I'm sending these books out, everything. I'm gonna give you guys everything, but first, I gotta change out these clothes. Okay, much better. So, as always, please subscribe, like, comment, and hit that little bell so you're notified every single time I post a new video. So today we are going to talk about every single thing I did to get this book here. From the idea all the way to this being delivered at my door. So if you are thinking about self-publishing a book, if you know somebody that's thinking about self-publishing a book, then this is the video for them to watch. Okay, so first and foremost, I did not have a laptop to write my book on. I know that's crazy. Like, I have my old one from college, but like, I mean, with technology, I have my iPad, I have, of course, my iPhone. If I needed to print anything, I just did it at my parents' house. Like, I didn't have a laptop or anything to write my book on. So this is in the middle of the pandemic, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm going to write a book. How am I gonna do this without, like, I couldn't just go to my parents' house every night and like write a little bit. Especially me, I'm a night owl. Like, I'll stay up to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and like my parents like go to bed at 8. So I said, okay, I guess I'm buying a laptop. And you know, during the middle of the pandemic, all the ride share, food delivery apps were like booming. Like, so I had did Uber Eats prior to help pay off my debt, and like the money was okay, but like during the beginning of the pandemic, when everything was shut down, the only thing you could do was take out like The hits for delivery were booming. Like I couldn't even finish a delivery sometime without getting a hit to like start another delivery. So that was easy. So I saved up the I think it was $1,200 to buy a MacBook. And so so Apple was having a sale. And so I don't know anything about computers, so don't ask me this part. I talked to my friend who is in IT. I said, hey, I saved up this much money for my Mac, but they're having a sale. What little extra should I add? And so he told me what to add. I don't know if it was memory. I honestly don't know. But that extra $100 that I had for my computer went to that extra little thing he told me to add. So I ordered it off of apple.com. It did take a while to get here. I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It took a while to get here. So it arrived and I got to work. And so the thing is about my book, this book especially, it has lived in my head for about 5 years. So it did not take me long to get it, you know, from my head into my computer. I think I wrote it in like a month. And I don't know, I guess before the 5 years, like I said, this book has lived in my head, but it's just never felt right. It never was like, okay, this is time. You should put out your book now. I don't know if I needed to live a little bit more life. I don't know if I needed to experience a little bit more things, but you know, now seemed like the right time. And so every time before I would write a new chapter, I would like pray to God and say like, hey, please make sure that I'm getting this story out right. Make sure that this story helps whoever it needs to reach. Make sure that I say the right words. Make sure I put, you know, things in the right order. Like, you know, it was so important to me. And so my book is short and sweet. Most of the time, like you guys, I do book reviews, right? And so in my book reviews, like, and you know, I get comments all the time, you know, either on Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram, it's @sitwithskill on Instagram. But you know, on my Instagram, even on the YouTube channel, you know, oh my God, I started that book, but I never finished it. Oh, I need to pick that book back up. And so I didn't want my book to be like in that category. I always say like, I think reading is self-care. So like my book, I definitely didn't want it to feel like, oh my God, I have to hurry up and finish this. If I don't finish this, what's gonna happen? Like, and then our society is short and sweet. Like we like short videos, TikTok, on Instagram, things like that. And so I just felt like my book fits into the category. So this hashtag put my fucking self first. So like every story starts with a hashtag, and then the story brings it to life, brings my hashtag to life. And so I felt like, again, that's what our society is. Short and sweet information, like give it to me in a hashtag, let me understand it in a hashtag. If I need more information, then I can read, you know, on the next page. So I just really felt like my book is here for the times. So next, I wrote my book. Then I needed an editor. And so I picked my line sister. She is a doctor. She has gone all over the world, literally all over the world to do her work, to, you know, get her message out there. So she was perfect. She worked with students before, been a professor, just everything. My line sister is bomb. So she edited my book. She also wrote the foreword for my book. So that was really special for me. And so first my book was just like words, like definitely. And I know I wanted the hashtag thing, but I'm like, how do I bring the hashtag page, the actual hashtag page to life? And so I'm like, okay, I need an illustrator. So literally one day I was just scrolling on Instagram, and it might have even been the Explore page at this point, because I don't follow this person, but I saw a cartoon picture. And so I know a lot of people are doing cartoon pictures, and like they don't always look, I don't know, it doesn't always look good to me. Sometimes they look rushed, look a little fake, like I don't know, but this picture was like phenomenal. I clicked on that picture and seen the girl's profile. I'm like, yo, this is that girl. Like, this is the same thing. This is that girl in picture cartoon form. So I was like instantly excited. So of course she tagged the illustrator. You know, I went to the illustrator's page. It was a black woman. I was like, okay, like these are signs, because I really wanted like black people to help with this project. I wanted to employ black people. I wanted, you know, to collab with black people. And so I was like, okay, we're here. Like we're on the right page. And so, you know, I went to her, and I had no budget. I had no idea how much an illustrator costs. This is my first book. And this is my first time realizing that I wanted pictures in my first book. So I had originally wanted the hashtag page decorated, and then my words page, like maybe like a little background, like faded background behind the words. And so, you know, she gave me her quote, and I didn't have a budget, but it was out of budget. So I had to figure out, you know, how do I make this work? Because like, I'm the type of person, if you love it, you buy it. And not with credit. Like, you figure out how to make it work. You drive for Uber, you do whatever you need to do to buy what you love. And like, this book is special to me. Like, this is my first book, and it had to look like my vision had to come to life. And so we settled on her just doing my hashtag pages and formatting the book. And so that was, you know, I felt accomplished even in that. Like, okay, this didn't work, but then I figured it out to make it work, to still use this artist who is phenomenal. Like, you know, I definitely can say that. And so then I had to purchase my ISBN. And so if you don't know, that is back here. So the ISBN number is your individual book number, and then I purchased a barcode just so it can go in the back of my book and look official, because why not? And so I did that on a website, and I will link it below. And I knew I was not gonna publish on Amazon. I did not self-publish on Amazon. So I'm looking at different publishing websites, right? Where's gonna be the best fit. And so if you have watched any of my book reviews, you know it is so important to me to have a hardcover book. Like, hardcover. And so Amazon doesn't do hardcover books. Like, if you self-publish through Amazon, there is no hardcover book. And I knew I wanted color. And I want my colors to pop. I want my colors to be vibrant. I want my book to have a luxe feel. And so Amazon does not have that feature. You can't print in color. And so, you know, that was out. And plus, you know, a lot of people like Amazon because they give you an ISBN number. And I don't know, I just wanted this process to be mine. I wanted to own everything. I didn't want anybody to like give me, I wanted to be able to sell on whatever website that I want to sell on. And so if I own my ISBN number, I can sell wherever I want to sell, and it's mine. And so, I settled on Ingramspark, incredible website, user-friendly, because they had the options of like a ton of different sizes. Like, you can format your book. They have different weight, like paper weight options, like for inside of the book. And so of course I picked the highest weight for my book. Like I said, I wanted a luxe feel. I picked the highest color option for my book just because that's what I wanted. That is how I wanted my book to look. That's how I wanted my book to feel. And then I wanted autonomy over all of that. Like, I wanted to be able to pick everything out about my book. So that was super important to me. And another cool thing about Ingramspark was the turnaround time. So the turnaround time was 5 days for a hardcover book. And that was another thing that I got to pick: hardcover, paperback, or ebook. And so, and you can do all three options, but you have to buy an ISBN number for each option, which is what I'm going to get to soon. But I just had to get, you know, my first book out, my original book out, and so I'm going to have books to follow. And so, yeah, so I picked Ingramspark. I'm happy, and then I was able to give Ingramspark's qualifications to my illustrator so that she can format and do everything for the book. Okay, so next is pre-orders. Oh, and then another good thing about Ingramspark is it's print on demand. So if you want to buy one book and get it sent, that's fine. If you want to buy 1,000 books and get it sent, that's fine. And so again, for me, because I wanted to be responsible for everything about my book, I get my books sent to me, I package them up, you saw, and send them out. And so I'll get to, what company I use for sending my books later, but, just back to my timeline for my book. So here we are in November, and I think a lot of this was fear too, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna do pre-orders starting in December. And my illustrator was like, no, I think you should do pre-orders for Black Friday. And I'm like, Black Friday? Like, everybody has Black Friday sales. Huge companies have Black Friday sales. Like, who was gonna, more established Black-owned businesses are gonna do Black Friday sales? Who was gonna look at little old me and say, okay, I'm gonna buy her book on Black Friday? And so I talked to my editor, like I said, my line sister, my mentor, everything, and she was like, no, you're doing Black Friday. So at that point, I guess we were doing Black Friday sales. Prior to Thanksgiving weekend, I did a photo shoot for promo for my book, also as a celebration for, this big accomplishment of mine. And so during the photo shoot, I decided to do a video just to let everybody know that pre-orders were coming on Black Friday. And so, I think the video was really cute. I thought it was, short, and the response was insane. Like, the comments went crazy, the reposts. So if you do not follow me on Instagram, it's @sitwithscale on Instagram. I think part of the frenzy, I guess, was the fact that this was the first time I said the title of my book. I've been plugging the book, of course. Hey, I'm writing a book. My book is coming. It's almost here, type of thing. But like, I never said the title. So putting my fucking self first. So like I said, after that, it went crazy. And so the Black Friday sales, I was thinking, as long as like, maybe 10, maybe 15 people pre-order the book, like, we'll be good. By the end of Black Friday weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, I had 50 pre-sales. So like, automatically I was just blown away. Like, that means that people trusted me to come bring them a good product. Like, people do not know me as a creative. People do not know me as an author. So just to have that, like, I took that responsibility very seriously, and I knew from the beginning, but like, that solidified, like, I have to give these people like a quality product. Also, I had decided to change the format, the dimensions of my book. So this is perfect. I think that was a good change. I think that this can go anywhere, go on your bookcase. It can go on your coffee table. Like, this is the perfect size. But I think that was the start of like me and my illustrator's relationship kind of going downhill. So, I told her about the change, and then she responded that something like, yeah, I can make the change, but it's a little late in the game. And so I felt like if you could do it and we would still stick with the same timeline, like, why would you even say that? So I kind of like ignored that part. I was like, yeah, like, let's do it. And so I got a bill, I got an invoice for the change in format. So she said that it would only push back, the rest of the book, the completion of the book, about 5 to 7 days. I'm like, that's fine. We're shipping in January, so that works. And so all these December dates kept coming. December kept rolling through, and I emailed her and say, hey, when are we gonna have the book finished? And she'd give me a date, and then that day would pass, and then I email her again, and she'd give me another date, and then that date would pass. And so, then we get to January, I still do not have everything for the book. Pre-orders are still coming in, people are still excited, people are, ready for their book, and nothing. So, I finally had to send like that email, and it just kind of made me sad, because it's like, I was so excited to work with Black creatives, to employ Black people on my project, and I guess, I don't know, maybe everybody doesn't feel that same way. And so I just felt like also that she kept prioritizing other projects over my project, and not that she couldn't do other projects, absolutely not, but like, we had deadlines and we had timeline, and she just kept busting them wide open. And so finally, and also, you know, I paid her on time. Every single time I made a change, every single time, you know, when all my deposits and everything were due, like I paid on time. So I felt like she should have extended that same courtesy. So the end of January came and she finally gave me a completed book and we uploaded it, and my 5-day window for shipping hardcover books turned into a 30-day window. And I was just, I don't know, I was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Like, what are people gonna say? People are not gonna have their books, definitely not in January, because it was the end of January before she even gave me my completed book. And so, I don't know, I was scared, you know, I didn't want people to think they were getting scammed, like everything. And so, luckily though, you know, I talked to my editor and she was like, you know, people understand, you know, this happens with pre-orders, like, you know, you have to, you know, things come up, just things like that, just talking me off a ledge literally, because I was like, oh my God, I'm not here, I'm not supposed to be here, I'm not supposed to be doing this. And so, luckily, like, people were amazing, like nobody, you know, hounded me, nobody asked me like, where's the book? And I also kept in communication with everybody. Like, my website is built through GoDaddy, so I was able to send out emails and I was just letting them know, like, hey, you know, it went to the print, hey, they accepted the like, just let everybody know the process. So I think that helped too. And so we're in February, and then my books come, and so I only ordered 10 books because you know, in case something went wrong, something was, you know, fell off the page, anything was crooked, anything, and I wouldn't have a full order to then have to send back or try to figure out how to, you know, get the corrections made. And luckily the 10 books came, they were perfect, they were beautiful. And so I was like, man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have did the full order, but of course, you know, something would have been wrong if I had made a full order. So that same day the 10 books came, I ordered my 100 books, and I was just hoping, you know, maybe the timeline will cut down. Like, you know, instead of coming in 30 days, the first 10 came in 20. So I'm like, hopefully, like, it'll get cut down to 10. But I ordered my book on a Friday and it came 5 days later on Thursday. So I spent the whole weekend packaging books, putting them together. So how did I send my books? Like, what did I use to send my books? So I checked USPS, I checked a site called Shippo, Pirate Ship, and PayPal, and I ended up on Sendle. And so the reason why is because they were the cheapest out of all of them, like by far. So I would put the address, upload the address on Sendle, print the shipping label out, slap it on the book, and then send it out. So that was actually really, really good. I'm happy because, like I said, it was a very, very big difference between all the other shipping sites and Sendle. So I was very, very grateful to use that site. So all in all, right now, people are like receiving their books. But I've been getting great feedback. People love the packaging. Like I said, I sent this in, a thank you card. Definitely had to say thank you after shipping my books a little bit later than January. And then a free bookmark for the first 100 people that pre-ordered my book. And so also, you know, just with this story, bumps happen, things happen. You have this one deadline, you have this timeline, and it's tight, and then something comes up and it throws it off, and so you just have to keep going. And I feel like any entrepreneur, any creative, any author, anybody who is sending out their own thing, something straight from the heart, knows that there are bumps in the road, knows that there are, you know, things that come up that are unplanned, knows that, you know, it's how imperative it is to have a good team around you. And so, you know, minus the illustrator fiasco, I think I do have a great team of people. Like one of my Neos came over, helped me package up the books. Like everybody is invested, and I think that's what's really making this book and everything just go so well, is that people are invested. People really do want to see you win. People want to help you to get to that next point in life. And so just know, if you're going to start any other adventure, like there's going to be things that go wrong that are out of your control and that you will also be able to handle. So if you have any questions about being an author, about how to build your website, what platform I went to, how any in-depth questions about how the publishing site works, let me know in the comments. Please send this video to anybody you know that is thinking about self-publishing their book, because there are pros and cons to every single thing. Like I said, I did not self-publish on Amazon, but there are plenty of authors that do, and that do very well. So as always, please subscribe, like, comment, and hit that little bell so you're notified every single time I post a new video. See you in the next one.